Welcome back, bros, to another video review, and today we have the opportunity to take a look at the Transformers Legacy Core Class Shockwave. So here we have Shockwave, and these are the accessories that he comes with. He comes with one accessory, and that is his satellite ray dish, I guess you want to call it, or communication scrambler. I'm not sure what you call it because there's a name for it. And it also comes with an instruction manual. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at this figure to check out the details and also continue with this review. So now that I've zoomed in to show you the details on this figure, I must say, for this being a core class Shockwave, it's actually pretty good. I definitely like how the face resembles and is recognizable as Shockwave from the G1 cartoon. I do like the dark purple on him to give him more of that cartoon look rather than the toy look. And he definitely has his iconic cannon for a hand. And then he just gets a little washed out with the purple because the purple is rough. I guess it reflects the light off of it and it shows a glare. So some parts and the details in this figure get lost. Other than that, I think it's a terrific representation of Shockwave, and I like that they're giving us more of the smaller figures to give us more playability with the larger Titan figures, and I hope they continue and definitely catch up because the Autobots are surely outnumbered with just Optimus Prime and Rodimus Prime. So I'm definitely looking forward to what they're giving us in this size. So let's go ahead and take a look at the articulation on this configure and get through this review as fast as possible. So for the articulation, it is standard. The arm can go, well, it goes all the way up. It goes out this far, full 360, as you see. The elbow can bend a little bit more than 90 because it's on a ball joint. It rotates all the way around. This doesn't move because that's stuck. You don't need that for transformation. The leg is on a funny hip ratchet right here. As you see, I can just pull that completely forward. It's definitely not locked in position, so that's kind of a bummer, but it also goes with transformation. So the leg can kick out this high because it's, a core class figure. The knee bends this far because of transformation. There's no foot rocker, there's no waist swivel, and the head, it rotates left and right, but it does not look up and down because of the way it's placed on it. It's not really a ball joint, but I think it's a little swivel. It might be a ball joint, but normally with a ball joint, you look up and down, but it can't even do that. So it definitely has limited posability in the head. But other than that, I mean, it's a pretty good, solid core class figure. So for comparisons, I went ahead and bought out the 3 core class Shockwave figures that I've owned. So here we have on the complete left of your screen, this is the Titans Returns Combiner Wars version of Shockwave. And he does look great. And he's about the same size as this new Shockwave we got. But I feel like the new Shockwave should have a little bit more, I guess, color to him, you could sort of say. I kind of wish that his gun hand was a little bit of a lighter color to give us that translucent like in the toy, and then also sort of like in the show. And here we have them also compared with the new Studio Core Class movie version of Shockwave. I forgot what movie, but I think it's Darker Than the Moon, by the way. But yeah, I mean, compared to both of these figures on the outside, Shockwave is definitely beefy, and I like that. I like the color scheme on him being darker because always in the cartoon he was on Cybertron. He was in that dark lab. He was always doing something, sneaking around. So yes, I like the coloring on this, and I like that this one in the middle looks a lot more traditional to that G1 nostalgia that we all have. And then of course, he comes with an actual scientific weapon. It's like a radar, sound disruptor wave or something. So I'm really digging that with this new core class. So with the 2 new core classes, they gave us actual accessories. But in the past, they did not give us that, but they gave us more weighted figures. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and check out some more comparisons with his fellow comrades to the Decepticons. So looking at these as a group, I am so glad they've given us all these figures, but I would have thought before they given us Shockwave that they would have already did the recolor and given us Thundercracker. But I think he might be on the horizon. That's just my speculation. Now, with the group as a whole, I feel like Megatron should just be a tad smidge taller than Shockwave, but maybe there's an upgrade kit where somebody extends his legs or something to make him longer. But other than that, if you collect this line, this is a solid figure to have with your fellow Decepticon comrades. So now it's time for transformation. So now that we have him transformed into his alt mode, I must say that Shockwave actually turned out great. Now, this definitely reminds me of the previous Shockwave we've got for the Combiner Wars. Wait a minute, guys. I got to fix this. I think this is okay looking at it front on, but I prefer the radar dish down below as if it's a surprise or extra rocket that can boost. So as you can see, you can actually plug it in the bottom out the way. So I kind of like it better down here. And you just, like I said, you could plug the arms back in and it doesn't hinder anything. So as you see right there, that's how I like to have mine configured out the way to give it more of the sleek plane or spaceship mode, so the rockets back here aren't really hindered. I wish they would have kind of picked them out, with some silver or something, and in the vents right here, the intakes, that'd been nice. And then with the little cockpit, I'd love to have a little bit picked out right there. But guys, I'm just nitpicking on the lack of paint. I can add that in, all you need is a paint marker pen, a silver or whatever you want to turn it, or maybe like a translucent pink or something like that. But anyway, the vehicle mode turned out terrific. It definitely reminds me of a spaceship, and I'm not sure he gives me that gun vibe, but I knocked this piece off, guys. It does come out because it's, there's a peg, a little peg hole. You could just peg it in. But here we go. Now, I'm going to go ahead and bring out the Combiner Wars version so that you can see. I think this is going to be a nod to Bruticus. As you see right here, this is the Combiner Wars version right here. And he turns into a spaceship, but not only that, he has a gun handle. So here we go. This Shockwave right here has a gun handle. So I'm assuming this is a nod to the future release of the Combaticons, and definitely can use Shockwave as a weapon. So if you guys aren't interested in picking up this figure, I hope that it has you interested now that your Titan, or I'm sorry, not Titan, but Commander class figures or your combiners can now hold our core class figures as actually weapons. So that's pretty cool. So as you see right there, both Shockwaves do turn into a gun, and they have that futuristic spaceship mode. But most importantly, we're just excited, and I'm truly excited happy to receive a Shockwave in a core class figure. So as you see right here, both Shockwaves look good. This one is a little bit more sleek, more like a more traditional to like the Shockwave we got in the G1 cartoon. It has that more like laser cannon vibe to it versus the new one has more of that like Transformers War for Cybertron Siege appeal to it. But all in all, they both look great. Not only that, but he also can fit on your traditional flight stance with that that handle that gives it a nod to the Combaticons. So let's go ahead and kick this off. Now it's time for the Yeah Bro figure rating review, and I'm going to keep it simple and quick. So the first category in the Yeah Bro rating system is the paint job, and the paint job on this figure is definitely good. I'm not going to say it's excellent because I feel like they could have gave it some more paint details and more highlights on the figure. I feel that with the dark purple molding, sometimes washes away the details and the type of the molding and the parts they put into this figure. So the next category on this figure is going to be the mold. And this is a brand new mold and a brand new sculpt for a brand new figure. This is not a reissue or remold of the previous Studio Series Core Class Shockwave, but this is totally different. And this is good. I like it. It's a unique mold. It definitely gives me the vibe of the Combiner Wars version of the Shockwave we got from Titans Returns. But all in all, it's also very good. The last category is the execution and playability. And yes, it is executed fantastically because it represents Shockwave. It gives us that menacing purple feel to it. He comes with his cannon hand. Not only that, they've given us a bonus, which is an accessory like a radar dish or a transmission scrambler or whatever you may want to call that. It's awesome that they gave it to us. And just to be able to transform this figure into robot mode and also a alt mode, which is some type of spaceship vehicle, that's pretty cool. And then the extra little intricate detail they put in there to give Shockwave a handle so that the new Transformer combiners can actually hold this guy and turn him into a gun. That is pretty incredible and awesome. So I'm definitely looking forward to more combiners to come so that we can use Shockwave as a traditional cannon or a laser cannon that we normally see him with when in the cartoon from the past. So if you're interested in picking this figure up, I end up picking this figure up at Amazon.com. Now, I'm not sure if it's still in stock or not, but I also hear that it is showing up in your local Target stores. So keep your eyes peeled for that when hunting. On Amazon, this figure retailed $11.99 plus taxes. As always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. By doing these 4 actions, it shows my channel a tremendous amount of support and also positive feedback. In addition, it gives me encouragement to keep up providing you with more new videos and new content. So thank you once again for taking the time to watch this video. I really appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule to share it with me. Until next time, yeah, bro, I'll see you soon.